What's going on, guys? It's Vehicle Master 3000 here, and I'm doing another review on a vehicle. So this is the Toy State 2015-2018 Cat Machines bulldozer. I think it's 2018 because of the way they did the buttons. I'm gonna go ahead and press everything first, and then when whoever wants to stay and listen to how I got it and little stuff like that can hear that. So I'm gonna go ahead and press the buttons. Let me give you a quick look at it first. Now, there's actually a lot I have to complain about this model, which I will get into after pressing the buttons. It's in very good condition. Alright, so let's start with the music button. Let me do that again because I don't think I got it in good view.
Cat power!
I'm gonna lift the lever. Okay, so that's all the buttons. Now these are pretty common, so I'm gonna get into explaining and stuff now. These are pretty common, this variant of the Cat Machine. So I got this at a thrift store, and so I'm gonna go ahead and describe it. So it's a little bit different, it's a lot different actually than the older ones. So to start with, it has a different kind of front lever. It's more like a bucket, which is probably what it's like on a real one. I think it's what it's like on a real one, but it causes problems the way they built it. They could have done that better. And so yeah, it looks more like a scoop, which is what it looks like on a bulldozer. But like I said, they didn't design it very well for moving. And it's got exhaust pipes up here on the front. And it's got a speaker, well no, that's not, speakers on the bottom like on any Toy State vehicle. But it's got holes in the side, I don't know what that's about. That's how it's supposed to be, but I don't know why they did it like that. And the side on the front. And then it has the roof, which is open to the sky, but it's got like a frame. And it's got a seat in there. And it's got like the base for the roof. And it has like a backhoe thing. It's like a downward facing claw. And it's got the tracks. I'll show one side of the tracks so you can see that. And they slant downward from the back. Like they start by going up at a steep angle, then they go down. That's how it is on a real one. Same on the other side. It probably says cat somewhere. Now on to the complaints I have about it. It's nothing like the older Toy State Cat Machines. It's nothing like them, so I don't really like it that much. For one thing, the front end is a lot skinnier. And sure, it was made like, see, almost 10 years after the Good Cat machines. Actually, only like anywhere from 3 to 5 years after the Good Cat machine, because they started making smaller models that still worked pretty good. Then they started making these. It just doesn't have the same drawing in effect as the older ones do for me. The older ones, they just they look more real. Or they feel more real. I used to have a rumbling one. I don't know what year it was from. It took 4 AA's, and it was one of the rumblers. Like it played this song, and when it did that, it rumbled. And then this backhoe piece on the back moved. Like it had 2 levers. It had one for this here, this front piece, and one for the back piece. It had 2 of them. That's another thing. They started using buttons for that, which isn't terrible, but they could have designed. So for those who can't see, this bucket piece actually touches the floor, so that's why they did such a bad design on that. If they put it up a little higher, I wouldn't mind it so much, but it's on the floor. Well, part of it is, and it's making this thing lopsided, so it only looks right when I lift it up. Then it looks cool, but I don't like it down. And then there's the sound effects to complain about. And they made it say,
Cat power!
and they used to say Caterpillar power. And I like that a lot better because they put more sound and effort into it that way. And the one I used to have the small rumbler one, and I used to have the big rumbler one. I also used to have a mini cat backhoe, or it was either backhoe or bobcat. I used to have a lot of cat machines, but I got rid of them all, except for this. I used to have the bulldozer rumbler, the small one, like the medium-sized one that doesn't move by motor. And I used to have the big bulldozer that moved by motor. I used to have like this, I think it was this small dump truck or something. This small dump truck that just had 3 buttons, and the small backhoe or bobcat that had 3 buttons. And long time ago, I barely remember it, but I used to have one of the RC ones on a wire from like 2009. Yeah, that thing broke though, so I remember it broke. I don't really want another one, so I'm not really looking for one of them. But if I find one, I'll get it. But that wasn't one of the big ones I wish I had. And then there's the tracks. The tracks are a lot bumpier than on the old models, if I remember my old bulldozer correctly. And then they changed the roof, and they put the buttons on the side, and they're rubber. So I think that button says cat on it. I can't tell, because it's too small, but it feels like it has writing on it. So I think the big button has cat written on it or something. And they changed the track, or the wheel style, so it doesn't look quite as real. So yeah, those are my complaints on this thing. I really don't like it as much. I'd like to get it in one of the older ones. The older ones had more design, worked better. No, okay, it didn't work better, but it was about the same. But the older ones had better design, for one thing, did more. Looked cooler, for one thing, yeah. So I'm gonna press all these buttons again. Now I'm done ranting. Now, to some people, this probably seems like a pretty decent model, but I had the old model, so I remember what that looks like, and I wish this looked like that.
Cat power!
It's decently sped though. I do like that. Decent speed for a cat machine. Oh, and also the buckets would go way higher on the old ones, like 6 inches or something. And actually kind of extended from the thing where they really downgraded this. I really don't like it as much. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. And I decided it's going to be 50 subscribers. I'm going to do a speaker mod at 50. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. And peace out.
Cat power.